Hey guys, you're listening in with April and Kim. I'm April.
And I'm Kim.
And we talk about whatever we feel like from beginning to end, but today I'm going to talk about this wind.
I don't know about you, but where we live, it is insane.
Yeah, insane in the membrane.
Yeah.
And it's not the only thing in the world that's a little insane right now when it comes to natural weather phenomenon. I mean, we're having crazy hurricanes, tornadoes, floods in places that have never flooded before.
Fires everywhere.
North Carolina, that alone should say enough, right?
Yeah.
This is a record hurricane hitting this area. This is the result as daylight has broken here and we're seeing some of the damage.
Those massive Los Angeles wildfires.
Storm Boris is lashing large parts of Central and Eastern Europe.
East Nigeria, thousands of people have been forced to flee their homes after a dam failed.
Unprecedented rains have triggered floods.
34 people were killed in 6 states as tornadoes and severe storms moved across the Midwest and southern United States.
The world is acting absolutely insane. Am I right or am I wrong?
Very right, because we just watched a documentary that just came out on Netflix about a twister, a huge twister, and at the end it said this is due to the weather and the environment,
and the warming of
the
earth. Yeah. So this actually played into what we were already. This plays into what we were already researching. So. We were thinking about going into talking about the planes, which had me looking into the North Pole and how fast it's been moving. I don't know if you guys have noticed or have heard anything about it, but our North Pole is traveling, 20 to 50 kilometers a year. And that's a lot. That's very, very abnormal. So I was like, why? What's different, right? Dig deep, because that's, if you don't know, that's a big deal. The North Pole moving, it affects our magnetic field, all kinds of things. So what I found out, bundled into a small package here, I'm going to try to make it very simple. Our core shifted in 95, a little bit towards Siberia. And when that happened, it created this massive magma plume under Siberia. It activated a lot of underwater volcanoes. Big package of no-nos here. Mm-hmm. So when doing that, scientists are basically saying it's pulling the North Pole faster than it should be towards where this magma plume is because, this thing is just attracting it, basically. It's a big attractor for this magnetic pole. And then in the same time, the South Pole is staying still, but all these underwater volcanoes are they're just going off, heating up the ocean.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
So talk about more weather catastrophes coming up.
Exactly. And
this
what's
is just
happening?
The beginning, I feel like.
Yes.
This is just a little warning baby signs.
Yep. So it's heating up our world. It's heating up our ocean. And we've heard a lot about the ocean and, the past decade and the plastics. And, I kind of looked over it because I'm just like, what can I do about it? Whatever. Mm-hmm. But this is such a big deal. I'm learning that all this plastic that's in the ocean is interrupting our Earth's natural cooling system.
It's like leave the world behind. They said if you haven't prepared, it's too late.
Aren't you the one who always said if you're not paranoid by now, it's too late?
Haven't you been picking up on what's going on out there? We've all been deserted.
Exactly. And that's kind of how I'm feeling after looking at all of this because it's happening. The switch is going to happen. And when it does, the world that we know it is going to cease to exist. I'm not saying we're not going to exist. I'm saying all the luxuries, all the fancy hoo-has, they're gone.
Maybe even the satellite.
Yep.
Phones are not going to work.
Yeah, it's interruption. Satellites have to work. Satellite phones have to work off satellites. The satellites are not going to function. And we're seeing this right now in the South Atlantic anomaly, which is a part of our magnetic field that's super weak. And satellites they just drop when they get past that. It's astronauts experience solar like glares when they're in space when they're over this area, and with this pole shifting the way it is and the magna plume under Siberia, it's created a second dent in our magnetic pole over South Africa. So this is two big holes, weakening fields in our magnetic field,
Not
which
good.
protects us from all these solar flares. I mean, that means cancer rates are going to skyrocket. You
And
know?
like, does this have anything to do with like planes and the radiation that could be causing the planes falling out of the sky?
I just doing the research. I don't think that's what's causing it.
Okay.
But if you want to go down a rabbit hole of conspiracies, I mean, it could be a reason they're conditioning us with
To
the
not
planes
fly.
to not fly because the extreme danger to fly in a weakened magnetic field. I mean, it's the radiation levels are just they're not safe. It's not going to be safe. So, I mean, the world as we know it will cease to exist if this happens. You know, no more social media, communications. That's not personal too. It's business too.
Right. It's business. Like, actually, neighbors will have to start talking to each other.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
And you're gonna have to like go outside and enjoy nature, and you're gonna have to do trades.
Yeah, and a little bit on the darker side of this, I mean, that could mean extinction for a lot of different species too, because I mean, navigation, a lot of animals rely on navigation skills and stuff like that, and we're already seeing navigational problems in animals.
And like the wells or something like
I
that.
mean,
and
leave the world behind. I feel like it was just a slap in the face with all the deer and all this. It's like basically
It's like, hey guys, if you haven't prepared, you're too late.
I mean, animals are acting weird already, and it's coming. That's what's crazy, guys. It's coming.
Yeah.
You know,
and
it's
there's really
happening.
nothing on this. I mean, a couple movies, but people don't take movies seriously.
People don't take anything seriously anymore.
It's
That's
just
what's
about
up.
it's just about the local little things, or they did this to me, or this person did this, and it's not about stuff that actually matters in the world. When it ends, when we don't have water, when we don't have. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't care if you feel offended about this or that. Like, let's get together and let's fix our world. That's what really matters to me.
You
that's
couldn't have said it better.
That's why our podcast is about. Well, we really want to get the word out. Like, hey, let's get together and let's try to do something.
Let's talk about true things.
Yeah.
Let's talk about things that matter, and let's stop fretting over the small stuff. Things that just don't matter, you guys. Like this.
I see it too
This
much.
is scaring the heck out of me because I'm like, man, if we don't see it, the next few generations will.
Yeah.
You know, and they are gonna need to prepare for that. So, you know, this plastic, it's already too late. We've done the damage.
Yeah.
That's what's the problem here.
Like, even like recycling is just.
Yeah. So to break it down, just so
Yeah.
you understand why this is a big deal, the plastic that we have in the ocean is basically melting because it's the ocean's heating up from all the underwater volcanoes, this magna plume, blah, 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 all of it. It's melting these plastics down to micro and nanoplastics, and it's basically creating a filter between the core releasing its heat, coming up through the surface into the outer sphere. I mean, it's getting stopped, so we're just heating up. The world is getting hotter. The magnetic field is weakening, you know, and we're doing nothing about it.
What can people do?
At this point, I don't even know what to do.
Prepare yourself.
I would just prepare to learn some good skills. You know, if this did happen, just be prepared to not be on the phone as much.
Yeah, and don't worry about your 50,000 followers
And
because
it's gonna be scary because businesses are gonna be affected, communication systems are gonna be affected. I mean, it's this GPS. I mean, learn where you live.
No, like everybody is gonna be affected.
Yeah,
everybody, all walks of life.
And if this
Poor,
magna
rich,
plume,
everyone.
what's even crazier is this magna plume that's under Siberia that was created when that core shifted. If it erupts, it'll be like 1,000 times stronger than Yellowstone. I don't know if you've seen that World 2012. But
I have goosebumps, people.
Yeah,
These movies are telling you guys something.
Exactly. It's like so telling us.
Yeah.
But whoa.
Oh,
So
that little bomb just fell.
literally a bomb just fell off of my
little
toys.
figurine.
That's crazy. But no, I mean, if this thing erupts, it's 1,000 times more powerful than Yellowstone. There's going to be volcanic ash. There's going to be all kinds of agricultural problems, famine. People are going to have to figure out sources of food real quick over
Get your
there
chickens.
because I'm like, maybe this is why Russia's been buying up land everywhere because their land is not probably going to be sustainable for agricultural life.
Yeah.
You know,
I've heard about
life.
that.
Yeah, so I mean, to wrap it up in a short few words, the world is heating up, the magnetic field is weakening, and we are doing nothing about it.
And when there's nothing really we can do.
Exactly.
Except prepare yourself and your families and get your knowledge.
Yeah, and Tiano thinks that he agrees, right?
Yeah.
We agree.
But we hope and pray it's not anytime soon.
Yeah, so purpose of this whole discussion, guys, open your eyes.
Yeah, stuff's like planes falling out of the sky is not normal. Like these little things are not normal.
Nope.
Like,
it ain't normal.
No, I mean like these winds, you can just hear it outside. I lived in Florida half my life, and these are the winds that we have before hurricane or when the hurricane's coming in.
Yeah.
Why are we having it in central Texas? Like,
say it makes
like
no
50-mile gusts that my patio furniture falls off every
and that
hour.
stuff is not light.
Yeah, and I have a rock sitting on it.
Yep.
Like we have some ring footage.
Yeah, it's
of
insane.
It. Yeah,
it's bizarre.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, look it up. I'm going to put a bunch of different links, and I'm going to have a special two-part to this. I'm going to have somebody that knows a whole lot about our magnetic field and the effects that it'll have on our bodies. As we're speaking, what the effect is. So stay tuned. Keep up with our updates. And if you haven't subscribed, do it if you haven't already. And Tanner, thanks you for hanging in and tagging along for this journey.
Yeah.
And until next time, I'm April.
I'm Kim.
And thanks for listening in. Listening in with April and Kim. And don't forget to like and subscribe.